Here?
Yeah.
Now what?
Just check to make sure it says.
Should we start?
No, don't. No. It says up in there. No, turn off the audio. Okay, it's off. Then you can watch it there. And you can see chat there. And you can see super chat there.
Are you tweeting out about this?
No. I won't be sharing any information about this secret stream. This is your idea. This is your idea.
It was my idea.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it'd be nice.
You were like, what if we did a meme stream?
Oh yeah. Yep. Can you grab my phone?
Yeah. I got stiff neck.
What do you...
We got a clock going for 30 minutes.
Six.
Did you change your alarm?
No.
No.
But you called it meme stream.
Yeah, because that's what you called it.
Let's see here. Meme. Let's search meme here.
Mm-hmm. You should make sure everything works before you tweet out that we're actually going to do it.
What do you mean everything
Well,
works?
you should ask the chat how the audio sounds,
How
how the video looks.
How did the audio sound?
Ask all these things before you promote
How
it.
did the audio sound? Audio is good.
Mm-hmm. I have such a headache.
You're not drinking enough water. Go.
Oh, you're right.
No, it's not water. You put a bottle of water on the ground over there. Go get it.
Finished it.
Did you finish it? Go fill it up. Go fill it up.
Why you keep making me get up out my seat? I
'Cause
just
people
want to
wanna
chill.
Because people want to see you move.
I just want to chill, babe.
Go on. Go get the thing.
See, like you can see already stream health is at orange, which isn't green. So you're not keeping track of these things.
I don't know what that means.
What do you think is a better color, orange or green? In terms of like whether or not something's going good or bad.
Orange is like sunny, welcoming,
Uh-huh.
bright.
Uh-huh.
So
Uh-huh.
hang on, I'm just
Okay.
I don't know, I don't want to use that.
Last time I tried to stream the internet died hard.
Well, you know.
Oh,
maybe-
Steven says I have that same couch.
I hate this couch, Steven. Let me level with you.
You hate Steven's couch.
I hate your couch, Steven.
Uh-huh.
Step in. Step in.
This pillow's getting under me is killing me. Ugh.
What's your youtube.com/this is James Williams stuff?
/C/James Williams stuff /live.
Is stuff capitalized? And is it
Everything is capitalized. Why'd you bring me here? Why'd you bring me here to my own home?
I brought you here to do a meme stream.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I frequent Imager. I don't actually know if it's Imager.
Imager.
I've been on it for years.
It's Imager.
I don't like comment or anything. I only comment if I see a post about Gavin.
Oh, okay. You have a user name? Though?
Yeah, it's just Elyse Willems, but
Oh, well, now everyone's gonna be searching
they
for you
know.
on
I mean,
Imager.
I comment.
Uh-huh.
How is she blurry and he's not? I think I just have a blurry.
You're constantly always shaking. You're like the Flash.
I just have a blurry face.
Uh-huh.
But
So you wanted to go on Imager because you figured you'd be doing it anyway, and you said, "Why don't we stream while you go on Imager?" So should I stream while I'm on Marvel Puzzle Quest?
hang on, I just gotta read this comment
Okay.
from Randomicity. James used to be my favorite, but then Elyse was introduced.
Well, maybe maybe Elyse will bring on a significant other for herself, and then you'll be replaced. You ever think about that?
Somebody asked earlier why
Too
we
spooky for
aren't
me.
at Matt Peak's wedding.
Mm-hmm.
We were invited, and we would have loved to go, but when you're an adult,
Mm-hmm.
you will learn that you can't always get to do everything that you want because you
Yes.
have responsibilities in life.
Yes.
And
it costs a lot of money to get to Alaska is another issue.
Yeah, but we have been able to help Peak by picking up the packages for him that are coming in, the wedding gifts.
So is it, for those of you that follow us too closely, anyone who doesn't know this information, good for you. You don't need to worry about what we're doing with our lives. But Matt Peak and Bruce lived together for years, but Peak recently moved out, much closer to where we live.
Closer to us.
He lives much closer to us now.
Yeah, so we were we've been able to help him and pick up his...
Well, it's more the scenario surrounding it was that I just happened to see him out and about. I just happened to see him, run into him. I was like, oh, how's your new place? He's like, it's really good. And he's like, I need to figure out someone that can put my packages away because I'm going to be getting married and then they're going on a honeymoon and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, there's no problem. Yeah, if something comes for you, I'll check every once in a while, and if something comes for you, I can just leave me a spare key, and I'll go to your place, and I'll make sure
Too
you get all your
spooky for
stuff.
me.
And he's like, thanks, I really appreciate it. He's very grateful. He's almost too grateful to everyone around him. And then he left, and the very next day,
Too spooky for
I
me.
saw that there was like a 60-pound grill that had arrived.
But you're so strong, that's no problem for you.
Yeah, but it's still funny that he was like, oh, okay, well, great,
Yeah,
thank
but
you
we
very
don't
much.
Mind, we don't mind helping him.
And there was a
Of course we'd help
60-pound
him.
grill, and I was like, gotta move this goddamn 60-pound grill. So then there's a 60-pound grill. About 3 days later, 3 more packages arrived. This is when I realized, you know what's happening? It's all the wedding registry stuff.
Well, I mean, yeah, absolutely.
He's gonna get more packages in the next 2 weeks. I'm gonna put more packages in his
You could build
his
a fort.
place than he will for the entirety of his living there.
Yeah, but you're happy to help him.
What should I do that's funny? Should
Build
I
a
build
fort and then put a sign on the fort that says like no Matt
Home
Peaks.
Sweet Home? Oh.
So like he goes into his apartment and he can't even utilize his own fort.
I should build a wall and then sneak out the back. Like build a wall against his front door and then sneak out the back.
Mm-hmm.
So that way when he opens it, it's like
like
when
a
there's a snow,
solid-
like when it's a solid thing of boxes. That'd be funny.
good. Sebastian says, "Wait, this is a serious live stream. I thought this was a meme stream. I mean, it is a meme stream.
You can switch over to your memes whenever you want. That was just kind of the setup.
The too spooky for me is still there when people
Is it?
donate super chat. I guess so.
Is it
'Cause
on?
apparently it's way too loud comparative to our audio.
Let me see.
Anyway, but
It shouldn't be. It's not turned on.
Oh.
Oh well.
So James and I, just because of life stuff, we unfortunately couldn't go to Alaska. But then, because everyone else was out, we did go to Austin for 24 hours to shoot pickups that needed to be shot for the sketch show that we're making.
It ended up being a situation where we had to travel anyway.
Yeah. But it was beneficial to be able to get those done for the show, and the show is actually premiering at first night at RTX.
Is that an exclusive?
No, I mean, it's already announced.
Exclusive?
Everyone
We
knows
gave
that.
them an
Did you get
exclusive?
yourself more water?
I got a stiff neck. I was watching an Athlean X video that said if you have stiff neck, you put a towel behind your neck, and then you pull like on the muscle, and then you turn, and you won't have pain when you do that. You careful with that. You have to slide it back and forth. You have to slide the towel back and forth. No, but you pull it so that you pull it against your neck, and then I feel like you can't turn to your left. You pull it on the right side, and then you look to this way, and then it'll keep the muscles tense, which means they won't spasm, which won't cause you the pain. And I was like, "There's no way that works," and it worked.
Thank you, Justin. It's very sweet of you to be spooky for you. Do you want me to?
Do you want to do your memes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Click fade.
All right, you got it.
There you go. Now you have your
Too
memes.
spooky for
There you
me.
go. So yeah, I go on like Imager all the time.
How do you navigate Imager? Show me.
I mean, I do it on my phone, so I don't. I'm not.
Grandfather Williams wants to see how Imager works.
This will be good. We'll just go through the post.
What do you do when pornography shows up? How
There-
often do you see
There's
pornography
no
on
porn
Imager?
No. Is this just a? Wait,
Legit-
what is this?
That's porno.
Grow babies. I found this in Goodwill.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like it's like an egg thing that you. It looks like you.
No, it doesn't.
That looks like what you would look like as a baby.
I gotta get water.
He's getting water because he's upset because I said that's what he would look like as a baby.
It's 110 degrees.
It's really hot in Los Angeles. I love the heat, so I'm really digging it. But it's hard for Benson.
What isn't? Oh, it's cold out, which is really hard for Benson.
This looks like what you look
It doesn't-
like.
that doesn't
This is
look
the
like me at all.
The muscles.
Those aren't muscles. That's just growth over his disgusting body.
I don't know what this. See, like, okay, so I would go to this page, real beer reviews. I would probably be out of.
What
this.
is the
I'm
classification?
not interested in this.
But what is the classification of this? Are these just top
Yeah, this
imagers?
is the top posts. Instagram Daredevil is found dead behind. Oh my gosh, did you hear about this?
No.
Oh my god.
It does look like my shoes, though. I appreciate his sense of Instagramming, though. Go up. That's a good.
The feet?
That's a good one.
Jack says, "How the hell do you guys stay so funny after all the years?" Oh, that's so sweet of you. Thank
never
you. We're
funny.
never that funny.
Yeah, we keep the bar low. I went to
Um,
wrestling practice today. That's what
I know.
did.
You don't
Too
need to tell
spooky
that.
for
I was
me.
letting you know. I went to wrestling
know you
practice today.
did.
And one
know
of the
you did.
things, if you're really tired, you just don't sell. You don't sell your moves as much.
Too spooky
Because
for
that's-
me.
You can't stop, but you just don't sell. That's a problem.
No problem. Yeah, this.
So that's what I keep my energy levels about like this, so that way people, when I say something even remotely funny, that if people are like, oh my god, that's so funny, but it's really not.
Nose snot bubbles in humans, I guess specifically children, disgust me. But this is really cute.
What is there anything a child could do,
That would not
like
disgust
something
me?
a human being under the age of, let's say, 5? Is there something they could do that wouldn't disgust you?
No.
Texas, their taxes.
If they did their own taxes.
What if they were like Doogie Howser, Genius Baby? We're at the airport because we've been traveling so much lately. We're at the airport and there's a kid probably about as old as this kid, maybe a little younger, and I overheard him talking with who I assume is his father, God willing, and he was at a urinal, and his dad was like, "No, don't pull your pants down all the way. Don't pull your pants down all the way. Just pull the fronts down." And he goes, "I can't do it." He's like, "Just not all the way, because no one wants to see your butt." And he's like, "I can't."
Too spooky
And it
for
was funny
me.
because it's like,
That's how you pee.
well, it's just who would tell a toddler they can't do that?
Well, because you're trying to. I guess you're supposed to
But they can't. We know that they can't.
instruct them.
It's like telling a lioness not to hunt.
Thanks,
It's in
George.
it's in their genes.
George says Willems 316. What does it mean?
Williams 316 means
Oh, here we go.
I just
Small china dump.
what?
I hate when old people say tattoos are a waste of money. Like, okay, Deborah, you have a cabinet full of expensive plates people aren't allowed to use.
Do old people say
This
tattoos are a waste of money?
Well,
Old
so
people invented tattoos.
this specifically is a dump about old people that have like. I mean, I guess it's more of a generational thing that you would
Mhm.
find an older generation would have
Mhm.
fine china
Yeah.
collections. So that's what this is. Just all people memeing about.
Your mom has some plates.
Yeah, well, we have that plate. We have that Hawaii.
Well, we went to Hawaii for our honeymoon, and we were like, we want something nice to bring back, and we were like, we can't really pack art or whatever, so we brought back a plate, right? And we were like, it's a plate, big deal. And then my parents saw it and were like, are you you guys into plates?
Yeah.
Is this a thing you guys are into now?
We were like, no,
We're like, no. They're like, because we got a plate guy.
We're not. Oh,
We
hey,
can get you
Eric's
all
here.
kinds of plates.
Hey, Eric.
Oh, hey, Eric. Maybe we'll
Audrey
get some
Hepburn.
K-pop memes over
Look
here.
at that. I can do that.
See your butt.
Well, I can. Yeah, but I can do that, like that kind of squat with no problem.
Uh-huh. Elizabeth Taylor's coming up next. But can you do it while looking at an oven that's clearly not on? People really like Audrey Hepburn. It's because she looks modern, even though she was in a different time. She was ahead of her time. As we'll see with another image that's coming up soon, maybe.
Too spooky for me.
Oh, this is Mike's hard post.
You know
Oh, it's
what that is?
Ruby.
You know what that is?
Look at that.
That's Ruby.
It's Lindsay Jones.
Mm-hmm.
See, I would comment. So like what I did once. There was a Gavin post,
Mm-hmm.
and Christian says love you. I wish you two stream more. I think we're gonna try to stream more. I think we will.
Here's a question for you guys, and you guys could let us know in chat. If we stream more, one, problem is the internet always shits out here. We don't have a reliable internet connection. Two, we don't have a lot of space to actually stream. Three, it's really hot. But if we can resolve some of those, would you want
Meme streams.
Elyse to create like a Twitch channel where Elyse could do whatever she wanted, and I would have another channel where I would do whatever I wanted?
What the hell do you need
or
to
do you want us to share a channel?
Oh, okay. I see where you're going. I was like, what the fuck could you
What
possibly need
what
to
would
do?
be better for the organization of it?
Oh, my tweets that hasn't even sent.
I guess if you guys did like a Twitch subscription thing, or it'd be easier to do share channel, so it's a 2-for-1 deal. Okay, we may figure out a thing where you have a channel, but that's just so that way if we want to play games together at the same
Maybe.
time,
Maybe we'll see.
and then that way people could watch
I'll
both
see how I feel about it.
perspectives. But that we'll specifically tell them not to subscribe to
Can
you.
I tell my story now?
We'll tell them never to
Can I tell my
subscribe or
story
donate
now? Would
to
you
your
mind?
streams. That would be the best. Yeah.
So once I saw there was a picture of Gavin.
Mm-hmm.
Like I always favorite Gavin posts because those are
Mhm.
usually what actually get traction in terms of Rooster Teeth.
Mm-hmm.
And I commented on it and I said, "Hey, I know him from work.
Uh-huh.
Like Hulk, like Thor. He's a friend. I said he's a friend from work or something like. I said something like that, like the Thor 3 joke.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think anyone noticed it or favorited it, but you know what? It's like, yeah. So like Ruby. I
That's
don't know. These are all just other.
That's probably League of Legends.
Elizabeth
See?
Taylor.
Elizabeth
Yeah.
Taylor. But she has
The
more
shit-
classic look.
The show will get reposted all the time.
Old school cool.
Oh my goodness. Ryan Sam Benson.
Look how big his nose is. Isn't it
Right.
funny how big his nose is?
He needs it big so he can smell.
It's like 80% of his face is his nose.
He needs it.
I always wanted to befriend a tiger. Hear me out.
Yeah.
Or lion.
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay with either. Befriend them just so that way I could feel their paws. Because I like playing with Benson's paws, but thinking about a paw that's the size of this mouse pad, that's cute to me. Hey, remember when I was telling you about those
I need to
kids in Thailand who are
trapped in a. I wonder if we'll
It's
see
a
them.
fucking nightmare. It's a goddamn nightmare. I hope they get out. Okay.
I'm trying to make this post. Tell
Alex Guilford, you should do a vlog of Elyse having fun with her brother Adam.
I am like a sister to Adam. I'd never said that Adam's like a brother to me though. People always say that. They'll be like, "Oh, he's like a brother to you," and I was like, "That's not what I said." I was very careful with my wording and how I phrased it. So go back and watch. You'll never hear it. To the next one.
Turn into such a fucking ordeal.
Okay, so yeah, this is a dump.
Here's the thing. I'll still go some places, and this may be an LA thing, but you'll go to like oh, he's talking about Thai divers. I saw this earlier.
You can talk about this.
No, I'm gonna
stuff
talk
on
about
the
something else
stream.
first.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
You'll still get like SoundCloud musicians, but in LA, this may not be everywhere. You can go to a very touristy place, and there'll be people handing out CDs or asking you to listen to their CD.
Mm-hmm.
Most of them don't give them out for free, but if it's like a EP or something, maybe they will. But they'll give out CDs and like, hey, can you listen to my stuff? And 9 times out of 10, I'll say no. But if they gave me a card with a QR code that took me to a SoundCloud, I probably would. Because I always get curious. There's that one guy. Remember, there was one guy who did do that, and we listened to his music in the car, and it was like good.
Garbage. It was bad.
That was like jazzy. That was good.
Yeah.
But I think if instead of wasting money printing out CDs, either get a really good deal from China on thumb drives that are like nothing.
You can get thumb drives for cheap now.
Like nothing on them, and then you just put one of your tracks on it. I think you get way more people to listen.
Well, someone made some Funhouse music for us and gave it to us on a thumb drive.
And did we listen?
I listened to it. Yeah, I shared it.
Of course
with
we
everyone.
fucking did.
That music was tight.
Or a QR code for SoundCloud. Or a QR code that accesses your bank account and steals the money. So then they pay for their CDs that way. Bless you. So, Elon Musk, I saw him tweeting about this. He wants to build something, because that's how he solves all his problems with robots, to rescue the kids who,
Too
if you haven't
spooky
read
for
about
me.
it, are trapped
Yeah, you should
in a cave.
explain the situation if someone's unfamiliar with this.
These
current
kids
event.
in Thailand, teenagers, were on a soccer team. And then from there, it's all a blur. It's all a blur. Somehow they managed to get into some caves. Well, but I think they just explored some caves.
But then got horribly trapped.
But they got trapped because it started flooding.
And somehow...
And now they are deep within the bowels of this cave. This is my nightmare, by the way. They're deep within the bowels of this cave. And they were luckily found. And they seem to be okay. But now they have to figure out a rescue plan to get them out. And I was like, okay, well, that makes sense. It's dangerous. Spelunking is dangerous. But now they're sending scuba divers in to like deliver them supplies and letters. But here's the thing that blows my mind. I heard on the radio today that it takes 6 hours to swim to them. That's insanity. 6 hours in underwater caves. That's nonsense.
Oh, French Fry says Philly D covered it pretty well.
Was it better than how I covered it? Was it with shock and awe?
No, babe, you did it the best, babe.
Thanks.
Babe.
Shy walking dog.
Well, let's see what
Smooches to
Elon
both
Musk
of
has.
you. He said he's going to build a rocket.
Some good feedback for you. This was
Too spooky for me.
More figure than I basically trying to say using the color.
He's still... Where are we coming down on Elon Musk? Evil? Is he evil or is he benevolent or is he somewhere in between? Because sometimes he'll rip into people on Twitter.
Who knows? Yeah, who knows if
doesn't
this
seem
is... So does Rahul.
Yeah, so, I mean, but
I mean,
there's no debate over that.
I made a tweet about it today because, you know, people will say, like, incredibly rude, offensive things to me. And I'm like...
Do they?
Yeah, absolutely.
First I've heard of it.
And I'm like... It's interesting that you would refer to yourself as a fan, but then think that that's cool. But I love Rahul because he just blows up people on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
It's fantastic. And it's everything that I wish I could do. This dude, Dead Whistling Dixie, says, was at work, SpaceX, today, and saw the transfer tube submarine build in progress. Can 100% confirm he's not fucking around. Who knows if that's legit?
Well, yeah, I mean, who knows? But yeah, I'm sure at SpaceX he builds whatever the fuck he wants. But I mean, I guess how long would it take to test that? There's an urgency, though. They said they were going to try and start getting the kids out today. Melt that gorilla? That's actually a good idea. To get
putting
a big
chocolate like
bunny
an Easter bunny or something?
and melt it into
Where would you
big-
even buy that chocolate gorilla?
the
John E.
jungle.
says, I love you guys. Please just say my name.
John West.
Too spooky for me.
July 1st, 20. My grand. Aw. I don't. You should ice that. Actually, would you give me some more water, please?
That's
and
not
get, and
the
get yourself
same.
some ice. Thank you. They say the spooky alert is definitely still on.
I don't know how to turn it off.
James's parents got this for us. It's pretty cute,
Actually, I do know how to turn it off.
but it doesn't really go with the decor. But it is very cute. Do you guys want it off? We'll turn it off.
Hold on.
Angel Trinidad says, guys, you know Coco the gorilla also just died 2-3 weeks ago. Yes, we do. Actually, we saw the Mr. Rogers documentary the day after Coco died, which Coco's featured in that documentary, so it was a little bit sad.
Asking how my wrestling's going?
Tano77 did ask again why we aren't at peak sweating. And Tano, I mean, I guess it's you know, the reality of being an adult, and that though it would be fantastic to go to Alaska, you can't always just go to Alaska. So, but, like we mentioned earlier, we're helping Peak with his wedding gifts and packages that are arriving. These posts always make me sad. What?
I almost took a picture.
Thank you.
I got a little ice for me.
Good Samaritan stops cyclists from hitting a parked car. Ah, my fingers between the chairs. My fingers between the chairs. As you ice your own finger.
Do you need some ice?
Yeah, I do. See, you're gonna get like stains all over your pants. I took this last night, and I
didn't see I only saw the end of this GIF.
I put this like in a towel on our bed for Benson.
What? No, hold on. Did you watch this?
No, not yet.
Good Samaritan stops cyclists from hitting a. Oh, we should. That's.
Oh my god.
I was like, I only saw the end, and I was like, holy shit, someone got hit by a car. And then I read the title, and I was like, oh, someone must have saved them, and I just saw the bike. And then I watched it again, and I was like, no, he got hit. And then I read it again, and I understood it. What do you think of Won't You Be My Neighbor? I've seen it twice already. I thought it was shocking, frankly. You think you know someone.
Yeah.
Right? You think you know someone.
Are you talking about Coco?
You think they're a good person.
Mm-hmm.
And then you watch a documentary and you realize this person is a monster.
King Friday
the 13th. He really did not. He came off pretty poorly in that documentary, I'm going to be honest with you.
Josh saw it today.
Uh-huh.
I asked him what he thought, and he said there was way more rape in that than I expected. He's a funny guy. You know what? Josh is a funny guy. He makes the summer you are not what you eat. Summertime is here. It is a pool party. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, this is a sponsor. This has to be sponsored. Promoted by Tums Official. Real men
yeah,
don't read
this.
instructions.
Yeah.
Did they like all fuck it up?
Yeah. They all fired at the bottom. Even this guy, last guy on the right, he's struggling with it and he still fucks it up. Oh.
Morgan Freeman, how did you guys meet the guests in Funhouse videos? I mean, it's mostly like
Which
industry
guests?
connections.
Which guess?
I would have to imagine they mean like Rahul.
Kraken?
Kraken's a member of the Let's Play family.
Never met him.
Did you see his like vampire costume that he had on? I love Kraken. I love him. He is such a sweetheart.
He has a good heart, as in it's strong, like it beats well, but he's evil.
Oh, this is all about Dick.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty clever.
What is it?
Nirvana
Oh, I see.
collection of children condoms. That's pretty clever.
Darn.
Jerry, you don't have to donate to us.
Jerry, you're unemployed.
Oh. How can that be that?
What do you mean?
Or I guess the opposite. How can that have been that?
That's who he is. I'm just impressed that they were able to shave like the snout and the eyes. That's a well-mannered dog, or
Yeah.
it was unconscious.
Yeah. Oh,
Uh-oh. Poor Miss.
I only eat what I hunt. That's like when I try to give you cheeseburger.
You see him throw it away?
No.
Yeah, this is me with cheeseburger. No. Watch this. Watch.
No.
Watch. Oh, Katie Bacon's here.
Katie Bacon. Hey, Katie.
Whoa.
Aqua Fitness.
That's
But
awesome.
I feel like she's still going really fast. Maybe it's the treadmill she's on, but I feel feel like she's
How
still
does-
going really fast.
I'm trying to think.
How would you keep your... she has weighted shoes? She must have weighted shoes, right?
How does this work?
She has to have weighted shoes.
There's 113 comments. Scroll down. Oh well, can't open a new tab.
Oh,
It's
shit.
F11. I mean, we can, but
Oh, well.
usually there's straps on the person's shoulder or body.
Maybe you just can't see them.
I like how it distorts her whole. Like it looks like her upper body is huge and her lower body's tiny.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
It's like me.
What would you? What is she? It looks like she's wearing a T-shirt though. Like.
I mean, she might be wearing, like, a, some type of water shirt.
That's cool. I'd like to try that. This is promoted. This is an ad.
The pool makes her float a little, so it's a lot easier on her legs. Really good for...
What'd I say? What'd I say? Remember, hey, you guys remember when I asked Elyse if she changed her alarm? Benson hates the alarm. Every single time she sets that alarm, he gets freaked out. He hates the alarm. I've told her 100 times to change it. She could do it right now.
Let's see.
She could change it right
hang
now,
on,
but
I
she
gotta-
won't. Watch this.
L69687 says, loving bored as hell.
It's
a great
over.
show.
We
It's a great
finished.
show.
I have a lot of fun doing it. Thank you for watching, because it would be really sad. It's actually arguably more successful than talking stockings.
Oh, look at this. Wolf free from trap. Oh, no.
What? He's free. He's
I
freeing
know,
him.
but he's so scared. He's so scared.
I just sometimes when they like free him and they run off, I'm like, I hope his paw isn't
Yeah, I
broken.
know.
Like, he's like, just get me out of this thing. Just get me out.
It worries me too. Like, I
Just
wish...
get me out. Just get me out.
I wish that he would...
Just kill me. See, like, but is his paw
I don't
okay?
know, I don't know if he's okay. Hey, Brewkirk, we love you too. Damian Ortiz has D&D coming back. They haven't ordered a new season. D&D takes a lot to
More-
do.
It's a lot more work than Board is
Yeah,
Out.
I wrote the last season since Dan had been writing the previous seasons, and it was a lot of work for him. So I wrote the League of Extraordinary Gyremen season, and I was basically writing it like anytime I had a flight, where as I was flying to Austin so much last year for different shoots and stuff, and every time I had a flight, I would like basically write League of Extraordinary Gyremen, and managed to do it that way. But it does take like a lot of extra time, more so like board game show. You just get a board game. That's kind of it.
The prep for board game show, yes, it's way easier. The prep for board game show is get a board game. Either it's a board game that I'm already familiar with, so I know it's going to work, so then I just need to teach other people, or it's a board game that I think has a lot of potential, and so then I'll get it and then try it, and then I have to teach everyone, and then I sit down with Omar, and then because each board game is different, so we have to figure out how. If you notice, like the background always stays the same, but everything on the set, like the tables and everything, like change. The microphones change because some things require different setups for each one. And then the last thing I do is I write those little openers. The first episode had more
great.
of an explanation of how to do it, and I know people have said in the past that they would like to see explanations on how to do it, but that takes to properly explain a complex board game is, I think, a waste of the viewer's time. What?
Sorry. Guido, oh my sweet boy.
Did these people steal Guido, or did they find Guido?
So the man's car was stolen, and Guido is inside.
What? That's a bold thief. Someone said trailer show status.
I don't know. I've said to Adam that like, if they ever wanted me to swap in a week for the movie podcast and do a trailer show episode, I would. Trailer show just didn't perform that well. Maybe it's something that I would like do at home. Ultimately, if it seemed like we'll never do it at Funhouse again. Because I love watching. I would generally pick bad trailers, but I would be fun to watch good trailers as well.
If you get a chance to try Spyfall, it's so much fun, hilarious to watch. Should I go grab it? Because we own it.
We do have Spyfall.
Yeah, I think that's potential. Here's the thing. I ended up buying more games because I was trying some than we got to play in Season 1. So I already have some lined up for Season 2, and a lot of people are requesting old games from Season 3 or from Season 1. So I don't... It's going to be hard to balance how many. There's going to be some games that we may just play, and it may not be part of a Bored as Hell season.
Yeah.
So.
Ace of Spades, live in Bay Area, couldn't make your show. That's okay. It was more like kind of funny show. We were just fortunate enough
Which
to
show
guess.
is he referring to? Or she, he, she, they?
They're all at the opening
Oh
of.
my god. I feel sorry for Zoe Saldana and Batista.
Yeah, all the hours and
yeah.
makeup.
Chris Pratt.
I mean, I'm
came
sure they just had some kind of like variant. Like it looks like Dave Bautista's wearing a long sleeve
Do you ever see
shirt.
the
right?
video of the actress that plays Nebula getting
Mhm.
suited up for Nebula?
Karen
Gillian.
Gillan.
Gillen.
Bears beats Battlestar Galactica.
Oh yeah.
Oh no!
look at him go.
I could swim like that if I wanted to.
We had an iguana who didn't really do all that much, except for the one time I woke up in the middle of the night and he was on my stomach. He never intimate with anyone, but I woke up in the middle of the night and then I looked down and he was on me and then leapt off quickly because he saw that I had aroused. I don't know what he was doing, but we put him in the bathtub once and he swam like that and it was really cool. That's the end of the story.
What are you gonna get me for dessert tonight?
Chris Larson says, Elyse, can we get a freestyle about iguanas?
Iguanas. Whoa, I wanna own one so I can throne one because the iguana's the king of the ring. James went to wrestling this morning. He came back with a broken finger. Now he's in mourning.
Yes, you can get one. What shows are you currently watching, and did you watch Legion? I love the trailer show.
Thank you, Dylan.
Shows.
We just watched Glow season 2.
It's a legit show. Glow's great. This is for anyone who thinks that a cast that may not be something you identify with can still be good. Okay. Because it's a show about a bunch of women actresses that want to be wrestlers or whatever. And I was like, well, but am I gonna like it? It's great. It's great.
What do you get me for dessert?
For dessert?
Tonight, for dessert. What am I
I
out?
don't know.
Look at this happy puppy.
Hey James, are James on the live action Gundam hype train? I never really got into Gundam. Thought that was fine in Ready Player One. It was way better than in the book where it had the Spider-Man robot.
When we were in Austin, Thursday. Well, we were there Friday. We were basically there for like
20 hours.
Yeah, less.
Less.
Anyway, but we stayed at Josh's place Thursday night,
Ugh.
and he has his husky Eastwood, and Eastwood, his eyes, like one goes this way, one goes this way. And so, like, when I got up in the morning, he was just lying in his bed at the end of the hall, and his eyes were open, and he was there, and I'm like, I don't know if that's how he sleeps, with his crazy eyes like that, but he's really cute.
Yeah. Also been watching The Terror.
Yeah, because...
Though I think you keep falling asleep.
Well, yeah, I know. We watched it so late. I had The Terror by Dan Simmons, the book, on my, like, reading list for so long, and then when we talked about it on a podcast recently, I was like, fuck it, I'm never gonna read this. My book list is so high, so we might as well just watch it. Christian says, Hello Neighbor was the first Funhouse video they saw. I wish you would revisit the game. It's actually, I just saw that it's coming to mobile, but I just feel like
kept changing it.
As they've been up, well, they were changing it a lot. Oh, here we go. This is great. We got a great album right here.
Alright.
Um,
I'll be right there.
Godstick Man says, "What are some of your favorite bands and artists?" Tell you this, one of my favorite albums.
Mm-hmm.
What is that? I already had one today. My favorite albums that I listened to this year was "Closer" by Wild Cub.
New Gorillaz album's pretty mellow.
Yeah, all the new Gorillaz stuff is really good.
Let me see what I've recently added to my Google.
I love like Arcade Fire.
Time
some of
Cop
my favorite bands.
1983. My workout playlist. Carrie Pam You.
Jack O.D. I love season 1 of Board of Hell. Is a drunk board is hell live stream a possibility? Yeah, maybe. Nick Sailing says, "Ew, does James use Google Play?" We both use Google Play, and I'll tell you why. Because you get YouTube Red. Bundled with
YouTube Premium, please.
YouTube Premium, bundled with Google Play.
Yep.
And I mean, we basically use Google. We have Google phones. We have Project Fi. Everything is all sort of unified for us with Google apps, so it just makes sense.
Any people that are like have an allegiance to a music
Yeah,
service,
I used to
it's
use
always
Spotify.
It's always strange.
Yeah, it's weird.
Because I'm like, they're all basically the same, so whatever fits your lifestyle.
This good album. Look at this. Like they're mannequin parts, but not. But just like us.
Which one's which? It's like us.
I love skeleton humor. You know that.
It's not a joke. Oh my
That bunny
God.
was visiting this person
Oh
and
my
they're
God.
sick.
Holy fucking shit.
These are some of my favorite types of albums. People just do like a creepy dump.
The thing on the right is scarier than the thing on the left.
That's
Yeah.
not really creepy. That looks like it's from like the 80s. This clown picture.
Nope, that's the,
Oh man.
yeah. Because it's so dangerous. It's
Yeah,
like they
that's-
found the most dangerous place to get stuck. Oh, have you seen this?
No.
This kid.
Look at him move. Look at his shoes.
Wait for it. Oh, scared her. Spooked her.
You wished you had that kind of shoulder mobility.
My neck is so stiff. And my finger's so bruised.
I love the old Asian man in the background who's exposing his stomach in the heat. It's
That's
my
what I
favorite.
do when it's hot.
What is this?
This is a little
Uh,
girl, a little boy.
Thought it was a dog. I get more excited with the dog stuff.
I remember at the office and Adam was talking about how much he loved dogs in costumes that make it look like they have arms.
I love that too. One of
That's
my
what you guys did.
one of my favorite was I there?
Yeah.
One of my favorite dog costumes ever is the where it looks like the dog is carrying a box with
Yeah.
another dog.
Yes.
That's a bruiser. Yeah. Oh yeah, eh? That's a bruiser, eh? Anyway. Oh, National Chocolate Day. He's a chocolate lab.
I remember this. It's a good movie. He drove an Incredible Hulk car.
Oh my god.
Oh boy, Dova.
Dova, you don't have to do that. Really and truly, please.
Texas Method workout routine a few years ago. Let me strength bud.
My boy Jerry's a hell of an editor.
He is.
What's the Texas Method workout?
It's linear progression plan of getting stronger. When you finish that, try Average the Savage Dog. Try it. It's good. I did it for
Just
16
chocolate all
weeks.
over your face.
I did it for 16 weeks. Got way stronger.
This is
No time to
too
read no
much.
comic. What is it? Sundays?
Are these all people just cheesing?
How is this? How you played soccer? I
Yeah.
guess you played women's
But
soccer.
the women don't do this.
Yeah. How has this become such a thing? It blows my mind how you could feel
I mean,
like you've done
it
something.
is a genuine strategy that is employed from the top down of coaches in the locker room, literally saying,
Yeah.
like,
I just can
do
think
this.
there's probably so many strategies that don't call into question the inherent value of the sport. There's so many.
Jack Gray says, "Have you seen Father Ted?" Yeah, when I was like, I don't know, 11 through 13, my grandfather and I used to watch it all the time together. This is relevant to us.
Is it?
Kind of, I guess not. Matt White, Practice Gnomes from Twitter here. Did you guys get those archives sent a couple weeks back? Maybe not
Which
yet.
prince? Which prince?
Whoop.
Who did you address it to, and which prince? There's a tricky thing where you send something to our office and you just address it to Funhouse. It's opened by someone at some point, but they don't necessarily tell anyone that they opened it.
I'm pretty responsible about like
Elyse is responsible.
delivering things to people.
Yeah.
Sometimes though, if it's sent to a certain mailing address, then it just waits, and our building manager has to go pick up that mail. So it could be potentially sitting. But thank you for sending it. I'm sure we will get it.
Okay.
I was moping about when a friend showed up at the door and handed me something wrapped in a pillowcase. I opened it and saw it was painting by one of my favorite artists, the British painter Henry Scott Tuke. There was a note from Freddie. Aww. Here was this beautiful man dying from AIDS, and in his final days he had somehow managed to find me a lovely Christmas present. Aww. That's sweet. I love Freddie Mercury. Oh, Elton John. I wish we could see Elton John.
I wish we could see Freddie.
Oh,
Is that
Christ Fight.
Jesus?
Christ Fight. This is like Achievement Hunter, Christ Punchers.
Do you think this guy's... I wonder what the situation here is. If one person is upset... If this guy's upset with this guy for dressing up like Jesus, so he picks a fight with him.
I'd be upset because that other guy's wearing a diaper out in public. Last name Red says Freddy is dead. Well, yeah, no shit. Oh my goodness.
He loves it.
I wish we had that dog instead of Benson.
Don't you dare. Okay, first Samson, now this stranger on the internet.
There's a new dog in our office named Samson, and he's better than Benson.
It's not true.
Hey Darby, oh my gosh, you don't have to give us anything, please. When you yell instructions just right. Oh. Just like how I dance.
Mm-hmm. Do you see the video of the parrot that they do the disappearing trick with? They hide. And the parrot goes like,
Oh yeah, I mean people are doing that with their dogs so much.
this is why Benson needs a kitty.
Benson would
This is how he'd play with the
Rip the
kitty in the
throat.
laziest way. What a
Benson would
tragedy.
rip the throat
What a
of that
tragedy.
cat.
I don't think Benson knows how to rip out throats.
Why is there a hole in my
I
car?
was gonna launch something. Uh-oh.
Mm.
What? How did that happen?
Godstick Man, I will give Benson that belly rub. You got it. Is Benson aggressive? Benson, I mean, he
Yes.
definitely wants to eat cats.
He's an alpha dog.
Where,
That's for
where
sure.
is he? No, he's asleep in the back of the
He's
closet.
an alpha, resting until the next time he leads his pack. Oh boy. Oh my goodness. Well, more power to you, I guess.
This is him again.
Mm-hmm.
Sergeant Salman Kunan.
So he ran out of oxygen.
To give them oxygen.
Well, he's returning from delivering.
Yeah, well, he gave them oxygen. He delivered the tanks to them, but then he himself did not have enough. He didn't save anything for the swim back.
I mean, I don't.
He literally didn't save anything for the swim. This is Gattaca.
Uh-huh.
He's a hero.
But I don't think it was that he was like, I don't have oxygen. I'm gonna go. I don't have oxygen left. I'm gonna go. It was something probably went wrong.
Well, maybe I'm assuming. Yeah, I'm assuming they would have made the provision for him to get
6 hours
get
in
tuned back.
the caves. 6 hours.
Where am I, Pound Town, baby?
Are these so the dumps are just things like that Lawrence has, right?
Huh?
Like there's just you know how Lawrence just has image folders?
Sure. I mean,
That's what these dumps are.
I mean, yeah.
It's just nothing. There's no.
nothing
There's no.
specific
They're
to
not. They're
Lawrence.
not
It's
playlist.
just no. It's just people that
Yeah, I
will
know.
build up their
But
own images.
I'm saying
and
on
then-
Imager, a place that I don't often mention to.
No.
It's a dump just means I had some shit lying around.
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily have anything going on.
No, it's just a bunch of random.
Whoa.
That's cool.
Already there is that Ron was the boss.
That's pretty funny. What do you call a chameleon that can't change his colors anymore? Erectile dysfunction.
Only got 6 likes.
Look at this Elon Musk.
So this is 2 things of people flying stuff in a row. Is that a coincidence? Or is that because flying was really popular for a little bit?
Nick Sailing says, "You guys hear of the Thanos subreddit ban thing?" Yeah,
Yeah.
it's where like 100,000 of the members. They're basically recreating it.
Yeah.
His,
I think that's funny.
Yeah, I like when the internet, instead of being just garbage trash, will like unify in a like-minded cause. It's just kind of like goofy fun
Hmm.
like that.
By mimicking the actions of a
Well,
genocidal
yeah,
maniac.
well, look, Amy. Spencer says, "Are you guys going to PAX West? I've got some art of you two I'd like to give you." Oh, I don't know. I don't think so. I'd be surprised if we were.
It's just so funny to me that now we have actors playing monkeys that could just be played by monkeys. I mean, animators could do that, right? They just use it as reference, I guess. But this
See
is
what she
funny.
does.
Whoa!
She's gonna come right back up.
We need one of those. I need that.
That's pretty dope. Very proud of Sweden. Yeah, good job. Good job to everyone involved. You know?
Well played.
Oh no.
Vincent does that
He
sometimes.
doesn't do it often, but when he does, it's very cute. And that's a lamb chop toy.
Mm-hmm.
That's very cute.
There's
I
Hush
love
Puppy, and
that. Oh no. Look at this proud parent.
what's the other one?
Charlie Horse.
Charlie Horse. I'm surprised there isn't. Is there a new lamb chop show for kids?
I wish.
Like,
I
is there
haven't-
like?
I haven't actually watched that new Muppet Babies yet because it looks like trash.
I imagine it would be CG, like, or flash animation or something cheaper, but.
This Trapper Keeper.
Mhm.
This is the sort of shit that, like, it does make me sad that there are generations that probably won't experience
Trapper Keepers.
Trapper Keepers. I mean, I don't know kids.
But Dogs love magic.
We haven't tried it with Benson yet.
I don't know. I don't know where we would. We don't really have a hallway like that. We don't really have a hallway.
This reminds me of Benson. This is like him.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I mean,
Why did you do steampunk cosplay? Anime Expo this weekend.
It'd be too popular.
Did you drop something down your
Yeah.
shirt when you said that?
Oh my goodness, look at his little body.
Oh, you hate art?
Whoa. Michelle Obama coming out hot.
Mm-hmm.
That's where he said he was. Love those Obamas. Kapow. Ka-chow, what's poppin', fellow weirdos? It's your boy, HP, back at it again with the fish people.
Mm-hmm. This is another dump.
Yeah, I'm starting to... sometimes, like, you know.
Listen. Oh, yeah, there
That's
he
pretty
is.
funny.
Oh, this kitten's gonna do it. Come on, kitten. Come on, kitten. That was it. It's so smart, but it's also so dumb. Like, does it think that we haven't noticed that it moved? Do you think that it hasn't noticed that it moved? Like, does a cat go like, I'm closer, but it doesn't realize I'm closer? No, we see you, cat.
I was using her own body as a template.
Do it, but it's my dick. It's the biggest painting
What,
ever made.
Then you got charcoal all over your dick.
What's new?
Black dick, then.
What's new? That's a slam dunk. Oh,
I believe I can... Oh, they got us.
What was that? Comic.
Something about the Joker,
Joker,
Batman.
Did Batman and Selena
Joker.
Kyle get married? I don't know.
Who knows? Issue, whatever. Marijuana thing just unlike the war they were just in. Preach it.
That's a big boom right there.
Coasting a sure win.
Yeah. What's she doing? She must have thought the race ended or
Maybe
something.
her bowels were releasing. That's my fear always with running.
Uh-huh. That's always your fear with running?
That's how I fall asleep. This cool car.
It's a cool car. So shiny.
Cool.
Nice.
Oh, you want to see
I was
that?
gonna
It's so
look.
tiny though.
GTA, tiny GTA GIF. I can't see it. Oh, it's smooth moves though. Oh my, that looks like a bad.
Oh, hey Arnold.
That was cat dog. Some would argue, I mean, I don't know if they ever specified,
Freshman 15.
but some would argue that All Real Monsters were in college.
You still have chocolate on your mouth.
Monster college.
Look at this.
What's he doing? He's trying. See, that's the prank. That's the prank. James with the hot take. Because it's 110 degrees. I don't know. don't know. Listen, just show me the show. I don't need to watch the subtitles of the show.
She's just burning Batman up. Whatever. Oh.
Sad.
Oh,
Oh, he's gonna hit it.
No.
Oh, it doesn't mirror.
He can do it. He can climb it.
Do you believe it?
It's so.
Look at him. Look at him. Ha.
To him, it's so
Nice.
insurmountable, but it's not. The Snugglebottom, please turn off the AC. Sorry, can't do that. Good boy fetches.
See that dog's butthole? That's the only thing I can look at. But
Aww.
she has an IKEA chair.
What makes your favorite cereal? It's like when you give me dessert tonight.
I don't know when this happened. Oh, this is cool. Do you see this? Watch. Watch. Watch this. Look at it. Watch. Watch. Look. That's cool. It's like a little art project. They should make you do that in school.
What's this? Oh my god. Bless you.
Give me some interesting stuff. Show me the interesting things. I'm tired of these pounce memes. You promised me memes. Oh, Benson came to bring me tissue. Hand me tissue, Benson. Tissue. No. He's gonna get one. Look, he's gonna get tissue. No, he's not.
Hi,
He's going to
Chubbers.
look to see if we had made his food.
Yeah, are you gonna take it out for him?
It's almost din time. It's almost time for din. Did you make it?
No.
Oh.
Okay, now it's like time for just me stream. Yeah, puppy. This is Benson. Benson gets, it's usually like right at the side of his head.
That electric bill is gonna be nice and fun. We have to even warm it up, but it's okay because I put it outside, so it should not take long. It's almost 2 a.m. I should sleep, but Willem's stream is best stream.
Nah, you can watch the highlights, dog.
The highlights.
I mean the full stream later.
Look at this guy. Look at him.
Hi, sweet pup. Should I show them, Benson? Where is he?
I push his face up my knee.
Hi, sweet boy. Done the gross thing.
Oh, dangerous. Mm-hmm. Disney princesses as villains.
Sleeping Beauty. But
What's the owl?
tears your eyes out.
Is there an owl in Sleeping Beauty?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Ah, Anna.
Who's the beast here?
He is.
Oh, go Snow Queen.
She didn't have ice powers. It was the other one. Right? Elsa?
I don't know what they got.
Whoa, don't get tangled up with her. Wait, is that... Oh, that's... I was a little upset that the ending to Hunchback of Notre Dame, the Disney version, isn't the same in the book. Where they kill Esmeralda, and then they find a disgusting deformed skeleton down holding the corpse of her. I thought that was a pretty good Disney ending.
I'm sure that they animated that.
You think I could get them to show
Yeah,
me?
I think they probably animate. It's probably in the DVD extras.
Okay. Right.
Look at Jesse go making
What's
his helicopter sculptures.
What's it made out of?
His hella sculptures. I don't know. It's like some shit he found in his garage.
Oh, nice job, Jesse.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Just don't tell him. I wouldn't say no.
It's milk.
Oh, those are fridge bees.
Is it just that they made...
Benson's breath stinks. I can't. One up says, curious, do you guys still use your Switch? You mean Switch is?
Dog.
Yes, we do.
We were on the plane so much recently, I've been playing that Switch like forever.
Just Captain Toad Treasure Tracker coming out in mere days.
Played Crash Bandicoot until I ultimately said, I'm not playing this
Ugh.
anymore. And then I downloaded Golf Story, and I'm loving it.
Benson's breath is just
Why?
killing me.
It's because of the heat.
Oh, look at the shelter Saturday needs to move.
It's the heat.
Oh my god, he's got feline AIDS.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Oh no. Use protection. You can live. You can live with feline AIDS now. It's not a death sentence like it used to be.
We went to the Guillermo del Toro exhibit when it was at LACMA. It was pretty cool because I'm a big GDT fan. Is this you? Is this something you would fucking say?
Uh-huh.
Oh, this poor baby.
That was you. Remember the thing I showed you of the squirrel shoving nuts into its mouth?
Yeah, that was me. And look at me.
I thought there was porno
Oh my
in
gosh, how
Imager.
small he is.
There's no porno in Imager?
You have to log in and then go to like turn off safe mode.
We can't be more
That's
comfortable
cute.
for that cat. Oh, is this Jessie?
No, this is another build.
I thought that was Jessie again.
Oh, I love spiders, to be honest.
Jeez, you see spiders?
We have that big spider on our balcony now.
Do
Remember?
we?
I showed you.
Oh, yeah. He's okay. He's not that big. Look how diligent. This goes here.
Dylan
Look.
is his name.
Look.
Dylan
This goes here. I like when it does a little beep, puts it in like a...
Yeah.
That goes here. Elyse,
Oh, right
how do you
then.
keep your hair so beautifully blonde?
Well,
Chemicals.
Yeah, when I started working at Funhouse, that was my natural hair color. But then once they started paying me, I was able to then afford to start highlighting my hair. So, I get it highlighted. That's my natural blonde, dark blonde. Those are cool yearbooks.
I know.
Oh, I see. I see what they did. Wait for it. Are those oats in a truck?
What's he doing? Is he gonna dump on that? Whoa!
Is that car made of cake
I
too?
want to eat the electronic parts.
That's pretty neat.
I want to eat the wheels.
Pretty
Oh, look, they're best friends. That monstrosity.
This reminds me of
Oh, it's
a
Benson.
comic series. Well, I mean that's obviously a comic as well, but
Oh, that's cool.
yeah, that's neat.
He's so old.
Mm-hmm.
Why is he? Why are they? Wait, hold on. Why are they covered in tattoos?
Oh no, he got blasted. That's funny.
Oh. That's what Benson needs for his late night walks.
Top 10 anime recommendations.
A new anime came out called Fireworks, I think is what it's called, and I was listening to them discuss it on NPR,
Mm-hmm.
and it was funny because they were talking about it's an anime feature, and I guess it's like a love story or a love triangle sort of, but there's some sci-fi concepts to it, but then it also has kind of like School of the Dead, like gratuitous nudity, like lots of short skirts and like butts and buxom women.
Yeah.
And two of the critics were like, it just, I couldn't figure out who the audience, who's watching these things that are, it's like that. And then one of them chimed in, and I don't know anything about this guy, but he sounded like an older gentleman, an older guy, and he chimed in and he was like, it's called fan service. It's a subgenre of anime, and there's all kinds, and they were like, well, that seems like a strange name for that, and he was like, that's what it's called. He's like, it's not pornography, but they're what's the demographic of this fan service? But it was funny because it was like this guy explaining to them.
Yeah.
He obviously knew anime and the world of anime, and so he was explaining.
It sounds like they were just out of their element discussing it.
Yeah.
Sergio, what do you call a Star Wars meme? A Palpa meme. That's pretty good. We've watched some Agretsuko.
Yes.
It's pretty cute.
We actually watched some when we were doing our big shoot for our Untitled Sketch Show.
Yeah.
Cowboy Bebop.
Cowboy Bebop. Mushishi. Oh, what's this?
Add it to the
I like
list.
psychological horror.
Trigun? Is Trigun on there?
Serial Experiments Lane.
You see Trigun on there?
Add it to my list,
Trigun.
my anime list.
Ghost in the Shells. That's the both of them, I guess. This is a pretty gaijin list if I've ever seen
Oh
one.
my god, get over yourself. Rex to be, at least, how did it feel carrying James in Schmodown? He probably could have answered those questions as well.
I felt okay. So here's the thing. Has anyone seen the Schmodown? We were on the Schmodown against Nick Scarpino
This is really
and Greg
cute,
Miller.
by the way. Yeah.
And couple things. Blown away by that wheel. How that wheel managed to land on relevant categories for both teams was pretty impressive. That was not staged. I was blown away when that happened. Number 2, those questions are really hard. I feel like the only one that I'm really kicking myself for not getting was the Toy Story. Which Toy Story character was voiced by Don Rickles? I just got Ham and Mr. Potato Head mixed up because they're the same color and shape. But
oh my god, Maddie, please. You really do not have to do that.
Yeah, you don't have to do that, Maddie. Now I can tell you the rest of my story.
Oh my god, have a great night.
Then there was another question. Go watch it. Listen, go watch it and start commenting because I want to get something going here. There's another question.
I haven't watched the video.
How many Resident Evil films there were?
And we challenged this question.
And we said 7. And they said no, the answer's 6. And we challenged, which is you're allowed to challenge if you think they're wrong. And then they looked it up and they're like, no, it's 6. But they were not counting the one with Leon Kennedy at the airport.
The CG one, the animated one, which, because I turned to him and I was like, 7, the animated.
Because there's an animated one.
And they said, oh no, the movies with only theatrical releases. But I'm like, that for sure got a theatrical release.
It was released in theaters.
There was really no time or attention given into looking into it, but I was pretty convinced that we should have gotten that one.
We checked it afterwards. Absolutely had domestic box office.
Yeah, that show is crazy because, first of all, can I just talk about this gift for a second? Because it's security footage of this couple.
Eugene Lee says rigged. Rigged.
It's a little bit old, so this is definitely a repost, but they're just walking through a parking garage and they do their cute little, like, standoff.
Uh-huh. So they knew there was a camera, or
they were just, yeah, maybe they're just doing something cute. And then the top comment is "This screams Michael and Holly," which is incredibly true. But yeah, like the 15 seconds you have to answer any question is like not. Yeah. That shows the show of kicking yourself after.
You also don't see, but there's a pretty big crew.
Yeah.
It's a complex show. It's very well run. But you don't see off to the side are the producers who are running the show, who are going.
Yeah.
like this the whole time, like speeding things up, and you're like, So it's a sense of urgency.
Happy birthday, Natalie.
Happy birthday.
Bon anniversaire.
Happy birthday, Natalie.
Feliz cumpleaños.
Can't wait to see you guys at RTX. You'll never catch us.
An army of sheep led by a lion can defeat an army of lions led by a sheep.
Is that actually an African proverb?
You're a mean one. Remember when I made you do Grinch Smile for
Remember
the
when
Avatar
you
video?
did Grinch Smile
Yeah.
for the typo
Yeah.
man?
I love doing Grinch Smile.
Whoa.
He saves him.
He should have put his legs around and done a Hurricane Rana.
Aw.
What is the caption?
Marry this beautiful woman today.
Who posts that on
It's
Imager?
nice.
But who
It's
posts that
nice.
on Imager?
It's nice.
Crack him. Uh-oh. Yeah, you're way old. Anytime you see it, it's generally on planes that you see some person with a really big screen. It's like 3 words.
That's sweet. This is an older one. I have seen Night at the Museum 3 because I love Robin Williams so much.
Does Rami Malek play
He plays Tutankhamun, I believe.
King Tut?
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Oh no, maybe it's not Tutankhamun. Maybe it's just like non-specific.
Can someone
Pharaoh?
look up the character that Rami
I mean, I
Malek
can
plays?
look it up.
No, we'll have that. We'll have
I,
that.
I've
It's
seen,
interaction.
I've seen the movie. It might be Tutankhamun. Yeah.
Ankh-Man-Ra.
Blixinator. Gotta go
Akhman
love
Ra.
your streams. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for stopping by.
Oh yeah, he is Akhman Ra. Okay.
I didn't know he did anything before.
The
game.
Robin Williams HBO documentary is coming July 17th. That should be an emotional experience.
He never had sex.
Uh-uh.
Oh, this is bad. Derp. His face when he gets out, he's like, "What the heck?" Ah, jeez. Ah, jeez. Huh?
Oh,
Oh.
they took him on a little adventure.
Whoa! Out to the tarmac.
Oh, look, he's this honorary firefighter.
That's great. That's great to see. Get back to fucking
I know,
work.
yeah, waste our
okay?
fucking tax dollars.
God damn it.
Bitch cats climbing on my shit. I didn't hit you, precious dude.
Oh. Remember the ship from Tomorrow Never Dies? That's like, it's a stealth boat,
Mm-hmm.
and it has the bay on the bottom, so they drive over those Marines or whatever, and they shoot them all in the water. But I was like, that'd be cool. You swim in between. That's what I thought. I was like, you could swim.
Let him go. Our boys in brown. Stefan, have you read the book that is out on Robin Williams' Elyse? No, I haven't yet because, well, I mean, I have a lot of books I'm going through, but also just because I figure it'll be an emotionally taxing experience because everything I read about it indicated that it would focus heavily on his illness and death. So, not yet, but I will.
Oh. Whoa. Oh, I thought something was gonna go over it super fast, like a bullet train.
Yeah, look. That's cool.
Whoa. Man, I wish trains were more prevalent in America. That's my life, you know? That's my life. You wish you could do that?
I could do that if I wanted to.
The last part.
Oh, no.
What? He could have eaten himself full. Whoa, it's like Lost in Translation.
This is a real.
That's like Olive. Olive will do that.
Looks like a Puppy Benson, doesn't it? Because of his collar color too.
No, that one doesn't have lupus.
That looks kind of like a Puppy Benson too.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I knew what Puppy Benson looked like. We'll
We need
never know.
DH him. We could clone him, and then you could know.
Maybe.
We'll clone him, but then once we see what
He'll be the evil clone.
Well, we'll see what the puppy version looks like, and then we'll just hold him underwater, kill him.
This is cool. This looks like fun.
Is he controlling? Oh no, it's being
Being
pulled.
pulled, I think.
Whoa! There was a show kind of around that time when people discovered that you could save a little bit of time in animation if you made things in computers.
Mm-hmm.
And it was these pilots, Zoids.
Mm-hmm.
Is it called Zoids? I think it may be called Zoids. But it would be like the guy drove a mech that looked a lot like one of those cats. And then he could transform it into being like silver.
Ace of Spades is all those dogs that you say look like Benson or Golden Retrievers, so now we're close to Benson. Benson probably is a retriever mix.
Yeah.
We've deduced just by like all the dogs we've looked at. Because there's no way he is a Shiba.
Well, we've been told Chow, but the thing is, other people who know Chow, like doctors and stuff, are like, nah, I don't think
Yeah.
so.
And
he doesn't have some of the telltale.
He just the
traits.
retrievers that we meet that look like him, or the dogs we meet that look like him that are retriever mixes. It just makes sense. Oh man, yeah, The Rock is in China.
Mm-hmm. Because he's promoting Skyscraper. Are we
Yeah.
gonna see Skyscraper? I was listening to an interview with the director, and it's funny because you don't think of you think of action directors as being basically like CrossFit trainers, but they're all like still very competent directors. They just make wild action movies. And he's like, we're really trying to. He's like, my favorite movie's Die Hard, so we're trying to tap into that. And then they're like, can you tell us about the scene where he jumps off a crane into a flaming building? He was like, it's just about raising the stakes, I guess. Did you ever get the stuff when the alarm went off?
No. How long have we been streaming for?
An hour and a half.
Hour and a half. Oh my gosh, we probably do have to go soon.
Do we have to get the stuff? What was your alarm for?
The stuff. Yeah.
Matt Peak probably has more stuff. I have to check his stuff soon. We might have to wrap this up soon, guys.
Yeah.
Get in your memes now.
What is this?
It's just cause.
Oh. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Here we go.
Mm-hmm. That's funny, but I worry about the kind of person who thought to do that.
My man lets me paint his chest every so often.
That's interesting.
Where's his nipple? Oh, there, I saw it. They're anime lists. They're always anime lists.
Okay, let's see. Okay, now we're already getting into something better here. Okay. Food Wars. Okay. My Hero Academia. Okay. Boku no. That's what I call it.
Boku no. Yeah, you say Devil's Part Timer. Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Assassination Classroom.
I never finished Assassination
Yeah.
Classroom. He was such a good teacher. He just wanted the best for them, or to blow up the world.
Steins Gate, Tokyo Ghoul.
Is Assassination Classroom worth continuing? Someone let me know.
Chris Nash says was twins and Chris killed. No, it may come back. We just don't really have a date yet. If it does. Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, Echo, Foxtrot, Golf, Hotel, India, Juliet, Kilo, Lima, Mike, November, Oscar, Papa, Quebec, Romeo, Sierra, Tango, Unicorn, Victor, Whiskey, X-Ray, Yankee, Zulu. Oh no, yeah, this is old.
So much work.
Yeah.
What?
Oh.
You blew it.
I love this monkey.
He knows what he's doing. He knows he's being tricky.
Weeboos.
Yeah. Oh, here's you. This is what I showed you earlier of you. Like, maybe one more. Maybe fit one more in there. Tough. Where's it gonna go? Left and right's full. Where's it gonna go? No, it's close enough. That's you. I'm gonna get you dessert tonight or whatever I gotta do.
It's chocolate day.
What does that mean?
I think this is gonna be the last meme.
Last meme. Oh, and it is.
Oh, Steve
that's-
Ditko.
I mean, not really a meme.
Well, yeah.
I like
Okay,
that. Some,
last
I just think it's
meme,
funny that someone was like, "I should find a picture of Spider-Man crying."
This is the last one. Probably Benson, right here.
Mm-hmm.
This is what he would do. This is.
I wonder if he likes it because it's warm. Benson likes to do. Okay, I should finish Assassination Classroom.
Ty says yes.
All right, I will continue doing.
People
that.
ask me about Mad Peaks Wedding. Yeah, we talked about it earlier. It's just the sort of thing where, like, when you're older and you just can't go to Alaska, as much as we love
At
Matt.
some point in your life, you'll get to the point where you just can't go to Alaska.
Yeah. For a variety of reasons.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like we said earlier, we're picking up his packages for him, all his wedding gifts. So hopefully he's happy when he comes home to all the presents.
I'm
he
gonna
has.
build that wall.
You should leave this for him.
No, this is mine. I'm gonna build that wall, so that way he opens his door, and then maybe I'll put a note on the other side that says congratulations, but it'll be a wall. Well, is that the kind of thing is that like the Post-its, where it's like, oh, that's nice that he did that thing for me, but he also built a wall, and now I have to take it down this wall of boxes before I can get into my home with my new wife.
He was gonna carry her over the threshold.
Yeah, but now he has to throw her through the boxes.
But
maybe I'll put some sort of note down there.
Well, thank you guys for
Thanks for watching.
hanging out.
The internet
for
stuck with
90
us the whole
minutes.
time, which is good. Yeah, we're gonna try and figure out a streaming setup or something. I just need an excuse to play more games. Still playing Overwatch.
And do that
What are you
Audrey
playing?
Hepburn like crouch.
What are you playing these days?
I got that word search game that I was doing.
My problem is I watch streamers and they just sit there and they just play. I'm like, how do you do that?
It's their job.
Yeah, I don't know how. I feel like I have to like entertain. Otherwise, why are you guys watching? They're there,
it's
Audrey.
fine.
Thank you guys for watching. We're gonna call it there.
Troy Barnes says, haha, the word search game again.
It's real.
I just
She
think
plays it.
I just think it's funny that's the game I bring up. I think it's funny.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Okay.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you.
Follow your hearts.